in one of those two projects that I have. Being honest, I don't know which one will be the best one to continue right now because it depends on the timing. But the main project is Jonas Chronicles, so that's why I will go to Jonas Chronicles first. As you can see here, we place this as read only, right? We can add an answer, and if I am not wrong, the answer was being added before, but now I changed the database because I had to uninstall the SAMP, as I told you before, which is something very common. Believe it or no, sadly, SAMP is a software that gives sometimes a lot of errors. That's why having an online server helps you to avoid these kind of things because SAMP is always, let's say, turn it on, you know. So you are not bending to it or turning it on and off. Instead, it is in a computer which is specialized to give a space to you and your website, and you are not supposed to be worrying about these kind of things. Now let's go for the database. We're gonna check the database, okay? And after we check the database, what I'm gonna do is just to see the connection of, for example, the fields that are here and the names that are in the database. This seems to be something very, how can I say, uh, uh, little or small or not very useful, whatever. But the truth is that it can be very useful because if you get to know how the database are named and the names are actually well located, then it will bring forth a good work. Let's do it. For example, we have here Jonas Chronicle, right? By the way, that's pet store. Where I think that I was creating a pet store just to practice. Anyway, you see here user registry. That's okay. Okay. Now, for example, you can see here that is my username and my complete name and all those things. If I would like to check how this is well connected, we have two options. I can change my password here, or I can create another user to test, which is the best option because this user is supposed to be the admin in a certain way, right? We can create a database with the, for example, the levels or permissions to each user, sorry. And we can make a foreign key and link each user to its corresponding permission. Let's say, for example, that this is gonna be an admin, then it is gonna be linked to the admin field on the permissions table. And all the other users that does not have, for example, an admin level will be, for example, by default, just users or just, let's say, um, person, or I don't know, whatever name you want to place on it, because it depends also on the context of your application. Trust me, the application can have a lot of many different contexts, and you have to try to always make your website and your database as most connected as you could to the context, and as you could, because how can I say, if you don't do it, then uh, it's gonna be difficult, for example, for you to, let's say, recreate the database if you lose the database. Just an example that is really fast. But now that I am talking about that, something that I would suggest to you that I will not do right now, but I would suggest to you is to say, for example, a capture of the database, the structure, let's say here, this structure, you take a capture, also a capture of the whole database itself, you know, and that is gonna be saved on a place that's, let's say that you save it on a place that you don't lose it easily. And if you have to uninstall or reinstall or whatever it is the name for that, or even to fix, let's say, SAMP, you will not be afraid of losing the database because you will have captures of the names and the structure of the database, and you will just have to create it again, and that's it. And if you need to, make, for example, a migration, you can import the data, and you will receive the data. Sorry, export the data, and you will import the data later. Okay, that was everything that I needed to tell you. Now let's go to the process of this. This is on process register, for example. On the process register, they include ones to the connection, right? That's pretty cool. Now we have also the name, the username, the email, and the password, right? Everything okay. This is the name of the table that we are using, user registry. And also we can see, for example, the structure. Let's go for the structure. Here is the structure. Let's see. Okay, here down. Okay, let's put, oh, being honest, this doesn't look like a very, very, very nice view. Let's put it like this, and this right down here. And okay, now you will see, for example, you see, for example, we can see it on a better view, but just for us to, let's look at it on a better view. Okay, the structure here. Okay, there it is. Username, password within hash, email, and complete name. As you can see, this is completely exactly as it is on the database, which is exactly what I wanted. So we can go here and write down, for example, registration, and we can create a new user. Let's say that we would like to create a new user. Let's say that the username is gonna be um, I don't know, Doe, and let's say Doe at sample.com, and the complete name is Doe Scooby. And we say that we would like to have a password here. Uh, let's say the password is gonna be, that's it. We hit on register, and it says now that it doesn't find the URL. Let's go to the registration and see what we have bad here. Here says process register. Oh, the problem is that on the process register, I made a location index that is, it should be like this. Let's do it again. But I think that we can go here, and you will see now the user created. Look, the user is here, though Scooby, which is nice. Now let's create another user. Okay, let's refresh. Let's create, for example, um, um, so, and let's say so at gmail.com, and so space um, Ilson, and here we put, for example, and that's it. Now we go hit and register, and we get the same error. I don't know why. I guess we have to put, for example, let's see, um, header location index. If we simplify this just with the slash, we go back. So Johnny, no, so Hoe, so Ho, Hoe, Soe, Il, Soe, Hoe, Ilson. And that's it. Let's leave the password just like that. Okay, it's working. I wanted to know if it will throw me. I mean, if it will lead me to the main space, which is exactly what I wanted. What I'm gonna do is just to place here instead of index, and we put Jonas Chronicles, and then index.com.php. Sorry. I could even leave without the index.php, and I think that it would work if I am not wrong. So we can even go here, for example, and we can remove the SOE that we created twice and create it again just with another name. Let's say John So. John So as gmail.com. John So. John So. And now here. And we go to the registration. And you can see that here the sad part is that it is very restricted. I mean, instead of putting the index.php, it led me the directory itself, and it doesn't find anything, and it is not supposed to be like that. But what can we do? I mean, let's just help PHP, and let's put the index. And now let's just imagine, let's John Doe at samples 5.com. Oh my god. John Doe. Oh, sorry. The user should be like this. Should not. I should have a filter to the user, right? We have to create that. And let's register. Jonas Chronicles index. Now, no. Now it doesn't have sense, being honest. If I hit on index, it doesn't have sense. Let's see here. Jonas Chronic. Oh, it's because it doesn't have a. Let's change the name here. The problem is not on my code, but on the name of the project itself. So let's open here. Let's go see. Sorry, Explorer. Point, and we are almost finishing. Let's go backward here, and let's place this name instead of Jonas Chronicles without the H. Sorry, let's place the H in the middle here, just like this. Let's close this, and let's try again. Let's close this. Let's try again, and now it works. If I go, for example, if I refresh, you will see that it works. Well, see you in the next video. I don't want the video to be cut for anything weird, I don't know. So, see you the next time, and I hope that you have learned as much as I am learning with you. I hope that you don't get desperate. Remember that if it was for me, I would have created the project in two tries that I have done before. But the problem is that sometimes life push you further or backward, um, just because I don't know, maybe other people have done it or something like that, and blah blah blah. It should not be like that, but I am just being honest to you. What I'm trying to say is that I am doing my best. Trust me. If you have been following me, you will see that my videos were not stopped because of me exactly. They were stopped maybe because I had to change my computer or something similar, but not that I stopped, for example, studying or web development or something like that. No, nothing like that. As you can see, even my SQL here stopped alone. So see you the next time. And remember that Jesus Christ of Nazareth loves you much more than a waist belt. Is waist the name of that? Let's see. Cintura en inglés. Yes, it's waist. A waist belt. See you in the next occasion. Bye bye.